Okay, guys. I've got some explaining to do. And it all involves this tunnel here. Ooh, that was loud. Get clickbaited, losers! Ha 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 ha! I don't know. Okay, so I'm sure we all understood that the title and thumbnail was... It's a joke. It's a joke. But we are going to talk about these tunnels today, because I don't think I've actually fully explained what happened. As I mentioned last episode, I am trying to cover all of the things that I've been doing in my VODs that were maybe actually slightly important. Or in my Twitch streams, because some of them aren't even VODs, because I haven't posted them. I'm fairly sure this is the last thing. If anyone has any other things that I have skipped over and you want more context to, let me know and I'll see what I can do about it. But basically, we dug some tunnels on stream, and I'm going to be honest, I've gone through the footage. There's a lot of footage of me just digging, which is why I did not want to post it in the first place. But, you know, the house is growing. There's more holes, there's more tunnels. It's a maze down here, and you probably want to know how it's developing, so that way you're not confused when I just turn up in a room and I'm like, oh my god, we're in a room. I mean, there's really not much to say. We're just gonna kind of go through the tunnels. I expect one episode we're gonna eventually have to do like a proper world tour, because we are quite a few episodes in, and I imagine there's some new people joining along the way, and they probably want to know what's going on. But for now, let's just go over these tunnels and then maybe do a bit of work on them, because they're very ugly. I mean, look at this. There's dirt in the ceiling. There's a tunnel going over top of another tunnel. So basically, the first tunnel that I did is I think I dug into here, and then I dug down here. So ignore all this. Ignore everything that's going under here and over here. It's just, picture this as just like a tunnel like this. And it goes all the way down. I wasn't paying attention to where I was digging, so this wasn't here. Pretend this is still a wall. This is just keep going down, and I got to about here, and I was like, oh, I should probably see how far down I am. And then I realized I was way past where I wanted to be. So then I dug a hole in through here, I think, and then we were like connected up to the ladders. Maybe it wasn't quite this big, but it was something similar. And in through here, this would have been the tunnel, the hallway between here and here. But again, pretend there's a wall going over there. And then I decided I can't connect this up easy. Like, this is a really awkward way to connect up the tunnel. So then I was like, you know what? We're just going to have to build a new tunnel. I don't know what I'm going to do with this tunnel, but I'll figure that out. So then the next thing I did was I dug around here. And this is where the rail cart goes already. Let's go for a little trip. Or not, because we're not on the rail anymore. Ooh, so it goes down here, and it takes a turn here, and then we end up down here. Very, very thrilling. Then there is a little bit of a hole here. This was the cave that you bump into on the outside, I believe, that we'd already like lit up and all that, so that wasn't too much of a problem. It just kind of looks a little awkward back here, but again, we'll fix that when we get to it, which will hopefully be today. So that came out here, and then I dug all this space out because we need space for our sort of train station setup. This is going to be like kind of like a train station. I don't know what else we're going to put down here. Seems kind of fitting. And then from here, the cart can either go like back up to the house, or maybe down to the mine, maybe down to the bottom of the hill. There's lots of places it can go, so I figured this was a good place to kind of stop and consider, and then you can have this here so you can, you know, walk in and walk out. I don't know. Makes sense in my head. So that was the next tunnel I dug. Then I think if we take the cart back up, we'll get to this tunnel in a second. Oh, this is where the button used to be. You can see where it used to go down that way. And then I moved it, but I haven't moved the button yet. If we come down this way, you'll notice I dug another tunnel down here. This is going to be a window outside. So obviously you can see I've dug right up to the grass, but I haven't quite finished it. But I want it to be a massive window, basically. I just want to see out the front of the mountain. I thought that would be pretty cool. So that's all this room is. It's just like another observatory sort of area. Kind of like what I was going to do up here, but I haven't quite figured out yet. Kind of like what I said I'd do over here, where I said I was just going to put a massive window, but we obviously haven't quite gotten around. Oh, it's the cat. Oh, my earbuds must be in the wrong way. Basically, I want to do that sort of window idea down here, but it's going to be a bit more open, a bit better executed than the iron bars that we have over here, because this wasn't really what I intended when I made this, but it's holding up for now until I have more of an idea of what I'm doing. And then, so you can see there's that ladder. That's the ladder down to our mine. In fact, if I sneak over, you can see the floor down there. And then the last tunnel I dug, from my memory at least, is this one, which is going to continue on down. It'll either end up in the mine. I think this one's meant to end up in the mine. Ends up in the mine, and then we'll build another one that's going to go all the way down to the bottom of the mountain. But on the outside, we'll probably put a little hut on the outside of the mountain, out the front. Oh, out the front, I mean. We've got a little mine entrance on the outside over there. But I'll probably put another one on this side. Is it really a big deal? Is that really a big distance to cover? Not really, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. So originally I dug down here, and then it basically had the exact same problem where I was like, oh, we've gone too far. So instead it's going to loop back around and then loop around here and then head down that direction. So hopefully that should end up, if we go down here, hopefully the rail should end up kind of in this sort of space. So it'll be right next to our other rail. This will all need to be kind of redone. This is difficult because right behind here is our hallway through here. I'm not sure how I'm going to juggle that, but I'm sure it's going to be quite easy. It doesn't look particularly difficult. We could probably put it like a staircase or something in here, honestly. It's not. Apart from the caves, we could do this any way we want. But I hope that's cleared some stuff up so we all know what's going on, because I know there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in this world, and I have not been very good at keeping track of it. But I think that's everything. I think I've covered everything to do with the VODs now. Everything to do with the Twitch streams. Now I don't really have an idea for how I want this to look. We'll keep the birch. I like the birch planks as my floor. That's like my favorite thing ever. So I suppose that's probably a good place to start. It's a really boring place to start because it's just me filling in a floor again. It's like that other. I'll just roll with it. Okay, we'll just do this and see how we do. Oh, this bit here, the reason I've left this all open is because I'm going to do a glass floor. I think that would look really cool. Birch, we've got a lot of logs on us. Probably won't last us as long as we need, but you know. We'll make it work. We'll work with this, okay? Okay, so that's kind of going like that. Then we put some more of this. Now we might as well move this over. That there, and then put the minecart down. Okay, so I think that looks a little bit better. Okay, the next issue we have, I think the next easiest thing to fix would be the wall, right? Because I mean, we just at least this part should be more stone brick, and then I'm not sure about the rest of the walls, but we'll start with that. Lovely. Okay, so that's improved it again. Very nice. This wall is very boring, but we'll probably do something similar with the lanterns, with it hanging down from like the top of the fences, just to keep it all matchy-matchy. See, I really don't want to work on like all the hard stuff, but that's kind of the point of the video. Okay, so we might keep in theme. I don't know if we want to keep in theme with the birch planks on the ground. What's going on here? Is that supposed to be like that? Maybe I should look up some inspiration. Oh, see, everyone's doing it like an actual, like an actual subway. This person's made theirs pretty. They've used a lot of wood. They've got water going on. That looks kind of cool. Okay, I've been taking a look. I definitely want to add some sort of color. Like, I feel like all this gray and just the birch isn't quite enough. But I'm not really sure what color. I saw a lot of like people using like cherry trees and stuff, and I would use that, but we don't have any cherry trees, so we could use concrete and like, I don't know what color to use. I feel like I want to use lots of colors. That's a lot of work, and I'm not sure in what arrangement we want to put them. I do think anytime we come across a cave, I would like that to open up into some glass, just so you can see what's going on in there. I think that'd be cool, but I don't think we've run into any, and if we have, I've closed them up. Maybe we could use some wool. We could dye some of our sheep, like... We could dye some of our sheep pink. Can we? Actually, can we? Surely. I think we've used pink wool before. Where would I keep my dye? I feel like I'd keep my dye in here. Yeah, there's dye in here. Blue. I'm not seeing any red. There's red concrete powder. Some yellow concrete. Black concrete powder. There's no red dye though. We need what? Red and white dye to make pink, I think. That rhymed. We might have to make red dye. There we go. Well, there's our white dye. Oh, I probably don't need to do all this because we're just going to dye some sheep. We're just going to dye some sheep. Let's not use all our bone meal. Get red dye from like a red flower, right? Is there something else that makes red dye? That way I'm not using up all my nice pretty flowers. Oh, poppy, red tulip, or beetroot. Well, we have beetroot. Let's go get some beetroot. Very loud over here. But here's all our beetroot. Yeah, we've got all our sheep. They're a bit of a pain because they're all mixed in. So I think I'm gonna get some more fences and just put some fences through the middle of the pen, and then whatever sheep ends up on the other side of the pen can be dyed. Oh my god, you guys are so loud. Okay, we probably don't need too many sheep, so we'll just do sort of this. Oh, guys, come on. Guys. Guys, come on. Guys. Please. Make up your mind. What side of the fence do you want to be on? This isn't working. Something's gonna have to change here. Okay, this seems more manageable. Right, guys, come on. You don't need to take up so much of the pen. Okay, so now we've got a second pen, so if I just want to like jump in there and get sheep, I can. And we've got this one, which I can also jump in and get sheep. But I don't have to, you know, like they won't be all mixed in with each other. That's what I'm saying. Now we just need to dye them and breed them again because there's a very sudden sheep shortage. Okay, guys, I have for you some wheat. I have lots of wheat. So, you know, please make babies. Well, the sun is setting, the moon is rising. Let's see if we can make, oh, plenty. And then we put them together and it makes pink dye. Crazy how that works. Let's go to sleep. Okay, and now all the sheep in here are going to be pink now. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You too. And you and you. Is that all of you? Very good. Eventually we're going to get a larger sheep pen. I'm going to like separate them all by colour. They probably won't stay on top of the hill. We'll probably find somewhere else to put them, but for now this works until we want more colours. We could just go ahead and just do like a rainbow tunnel. Whoa! No! Oh, I don't have a hoe on me. Oh, that's really upsetting. I can just go over there. Okay guys, I need your wool. Okay, we've got 9 pieces of wool to work with. Gonna be honest, the wool isn't quite the colour that I envisioned it being, but we'll work with this. Okay, so ignoring this bit for a second because this feels a little bit too complicated to work with right now. Let's start from here and then just start putting the wool in. It looks really gross, actually. That looks like the wool's been skinned. Oh, and we're already out of it. Okay, this wasn't the happy, good vibes I was envisioning, if I'm being completely honest with you. Something else I think I'd like as well is maybe if we go to the nether, I wouldn't mind putting some glowstone in the walls. I feel like glowstone's a very tunnel sort of block. But that means we have to go to the nether, and that's like a whole other thing. I think we'll do a rainbow town. I think we'll do three of the same color, and then you'll go to the next color, and then 3, and then a new color, and then 3, and then a new color, and then we won't be anything fancy, we won't spiral around or anything, it'll just kind of stripy, maybe up over the ceiling. I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking concrete. Maybe we should just do concrete. Where's my yellow concrete? We only have 3 yellow concrete. We've got some red concrete. I don't know if this is how this works, but oh, that's not how that works. Put that in there. Oh, I'm so clever. So if this is pink, then it'll be pink. Red is next. So that'll be pink, this will be red. And then you have to picture like this will be red and this will be red. And then it'll be orange, orange, orange. This will be a yellow, yellow, yellow. You know, I like the rainbow tunnel. And then maybe in the middle section, so this will be the middle bit of the red. In here or in here, in one of those blocks, we'll put glowstone. Or maybe even put like glowstone in behind some glass or something, give some extra fancy, but that's a little bit of extra work, so we'll see what happens there. But again, that's a problem for when we get to the nether, which we are not doing too soon. Hopefully kind of soon. Okay, so didn't quite get as much done as I'd like to today, but we have some ideas. We've got a bit of a start. It's better than it was. But as a final note today, before we end the video, I do need to bake some cakes. But at least now we have a bakery. We have a cat cafe where we can bake cakes. So that's great. I said if we reached 150 subscribers, I'd bake 5 more cakes. So for those who don't know, we do 1 cake for every 10 subscribers. You guys are very loud. And then we just need the milk, which we'll have to do a couple trips for, but that's okay. Maybe we should get a pet cow in the cafe. 1 cake, 2 cakes. Oh, they don't stack. This is gonna cause issues. 3 cakes, 4 cakes. Oh, I'm throwing milk everywhere. I don't have room for it. And 5 cakes. That, look at them all. That's a lot of cakes. Now let's see if we can find room for them. Oh, it's okay. There's like 6 places on this table. We'll make this work. They're all some variation of like vanilla or like cheese cake. I think is this a cheesecake? I'm not actually sure. It's got purple on the top of it. How interesting. Let's take a bite of it. Yeah, I can't tell what flavor that is. So I suppose this means it's time for a new goal. I'm gonna say if we hit 250 subs, I'll bake 10 more cakes. But with all that, I think that's the end of the episode today. So, oh, hey Kato. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.